Historic Hoosier Barn is now an event venue thanks to the work of a local family located in Wolcott. The barn is called the Governor's Pavilion.
In today's Indiana Farm Report, I spoke to one of the owners about the barn's history, including how it got its name.
This barn is really amazing. It was originally constructed around 1896, they think.
It's a historic barn standing in Wolcott, known as the Governor's Pavilion. Co-owner of the barn, Missy Wheeling, says it wasn't originally built on the property, but the barn's history speaks for itself, which explains where the name came from.
It was originally located northeast of Kentland, and it was built by Warren McCray, who was later the 30th governor of Indiana.
McCray was very involved in the cattle industry. He built this barn as a show pavilion for his livestock auctions in the early 1900s. People from around the entire world would attend.
Later, down the road, it was sold for $1 to John Wagner out of Lafayette, and he moved it, numbered all the pieces, had a crew come and dismantle it and move it here. It was about 22 miles from its original location to here.
Wheeling says the owners did a great job keeping the original look, including the paint colors, when it was rebuilt at this current location.
There's been some modifications over the years, like roofing materials and things like that, that are just not possible to replicate. But for the most part, it really still looks very similar to what it did.
After living near the barn and admiring its beauty for years,
when it came up for sale, we're like, oh yes, we have to buy this.
The Wheeling family was able to buy it in 2020 and turn it into an event venue.
We do not have a lot of availability for large parties in this area, so it's worked out great. People could come out, bring all their friends and family. There's plenty of space.
Guests enjoy the unique characteristics of the historic barn, including this area right here, which Wheeling refers to as a stage, but it's actually where the previous owner would display livestock for the auctions in the barn.
So they would come in through here, then they would walk their cattle out. This is why this isn't cemented, so the cattle don't fall. Walk in through here, the auctioneer would give their spiel, and then they would go back out this side.
Wheeling says it's been a dream come true to own this piece of Hoosier history and host events so everyone can enjoy it.
Well, there's a reason we save historic buildings. I mean, you can't duplicate them. They're one of a kind. And I think it's important that we get that chance to teach future generations about our history.
Wheeling says they've already booked many events in the barn for the upcoming spring and fall.